Hey guys, Ole Anderson from the Berkshire, Massachusetts Treasure Hunter, and welcome to my channel. Today we're not going to do a treasure hunt thing or nothing. We're actually going to do another passion of mine, which is aquarium. We're going to do a little aquarium unboxing. I have been sitting on this fish tank for quite a while. When I woke up this morning, it was -2 outside. With the wind chill, it was -20, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm actually just still sitting in my pajamas. I am enjoying probably my 3rd cups of coffee, and I was like, well, why don't we do this little unboxing? Now this tank here is a beta tank, or Betta, and I'm probably going to get in trouble with aquarium community because it's a smaller tank, but I guess we shall see. Why don't I turn you guys around and you can see what I have for you. So here it is. It's a Fluval Betta Premium Aquarium Kit. It got its own filtration, comes with an LED, comes with a preset Betta heater, and it's well, you can see it yourself here, 2.6 gallon of swimming space. I know. You all say they should have at least 5 gallon, but I don't necessarily quite agree with that. It's a 2.6 gallon room of swimming space, but it's a 3.65 gallon total. So which means you got what, 1.3 gallon or so of filter space. This would be the perfect tank for an office, bedroom, where you don't have much space. And I know you all say, yeah, a Betta should have 5 gallon or more, but that's not necessarily true. As long as you got a good filter and he's happy or she's happy, then you should be okay. And you gotta make it a nice home. You gotta create as much swimming space in this little tank as you can and still have some decor in there. But yeah, this Fluval Betta tank is actually kind of expensive. It's $100 for the tank, and so as it is, it's kind of expensive. But I had some points at my Petco account and it was on sale. I've had this for a while, so I think I got it for $55 total, which is pretty good. I don't know if I would buy it if it was just straight price $100. I don't know if it's quite worth that, but we shall see, I guess. So yeah, if you have an office tank, or you need an office tank, or a little space you want to put a Betta tank up, this would probably be perfect. There's some rules you gotta follow here though, because as you know, it doesn't have too much space, so you gotta make the fish happy. So, but it did quite an interesting job with this box. I mean, it's some beautiful layout of this box. So I said it was 2.6 gallon. I think it's, I hope I'm right here, it's 2.6 gallon, but then down underneath it says 3.65 max. So I think it's 2.6 gallon of swimming space, and then the rest is filter. But why don't we open this thing and see what's in it? Let me get a knife and we'll get into this thing. See if I can set your camera here. So, oh, we don't even need a knife, I guess. Let's see if we can pull this up a little. I don't know if I can. We'll get into it. Actually, I can do this. We'll do it like this way. So as you can see, it's fairly good packaged. There's some different boxes. Why don't we just take the tank out? Hold on, I'll be back in a second. So here it is, unboxed. We got some different boxes for it. You can put that here. We got a little manual. We might use it if we don't know how to set the, I don't know how to set the filter up, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, this in the back is the filter compartment. So you would have the water coming in here. Oh, it has its own little, that's pretty cool. It got its own little pre-filter for where the water goes in. That's pretty cool actually, with this little sponge in it. And let's take it all out, I guess. I think this is the, I don't know if this is the light or the motor or whatever this is. I'm not quite sure. That might be the heater actually. Now, I'm not a fan of these at all, but I'll use it for now for the first round of media. I'm not really a fan of these sponges here. They're too fine, and I don't necessarily like to use carbon. This is good, the stones for the biological material. That's pretty good. So you got your biological material, you got your chemical filtration, which is carbon, I think, and you got a sponge for mechanical filtration. So Fluval like to use these sponges. So, but like I said, I don't really care for them. I'm probably going to take it out and customize my own filtration, but for now we'll use it for this first round. I'll use these two, but I might just drop some stuff down here instead. We might cut the sponge off and use some of it for mechanical filtration. I do like this here though. I've never seen this before, where you have a sponge on the inlet for the or the outlet for the motor. That could, or inlet it could be so it doesn't trap air. I'm not quite sure, but or maybe they just did it this way because it's cheaper. I don't know. You put it in like that. So yeah, that might actually work pretty good, I guess. So let's turn this tank around again. It's gonna make a little noise. It's just a plastic frame. It sits on a plastic frame. Pretty cheap made, I guess. And they have these plastic, so the glass looks better. Fluval normally does a pretty good job of gluing their tanks. Aquarium not so much. They're pretty bad every once in a while with this. So yeah, I can see. So the water comes in there, but it has a lot of space to get the water out. That must be so it doesn't create. Normally there would have been a nozzle here, but here, if you see, it's just, I don't know, can I zoom in with this? I guess not. Hold on, let me see if I got a flashlight here somewhere. I guess I don't. Right here, see all these riffles? They go all the way down, which means the water goes in there, goes through all this filtration, then it comes out, and it is equally distributed to the whole tank, so there wouldn't be a lot of flow. So it's really meant for better fish. So that's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. So that's pretty awesome actually. I don't know if we can't see it here. I hope you can see it. Sometimes my GoPro films a little bit darker, so hold on. I've got a Savannah, can you give me that flashlight? I have a flashlight over here so I can show you. So let's see. Turn this on. You see? See all these riffles? All the way down. So the water comes in there, goes through the whole filter thing, and then it equally comes out all the way out. That's pretty cool actually. So there's no nozzle like in any all-in-one tank, so which means it would be a pretty gentle flow all the way through. I've never seen that before. So let's put the tank over there for a little bit. I don't like this plastic noise. So as you can see, it has quite some filter space, and then you got all this for swimming space, so not too bad for a beta tank. I know you all say it should be 5 gallons, but not necessarily. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put a fish in tomorrow. Oh yeah, now you're all going to go, what? Well, I'm going to use not distilled water, my treated water from my saltwater tank. I got my own water treater. I'm going to use that, so there'll be no chlorine or nothing in it, so that should be clean water. And then I will take, I have what, 1, 2, 4 other tanks going right now. What I will do is hold on, let's hold on here for a second. Okay, I'm back. I thought my camera messed up, so I actually had to watch all I just filmed it to make sure I actually filmed it. So, where was I? I said that I was going to put a fish in tomorrow, and that's true. You gotta have biological, how to explain this so it doesn't sound too bad, I guess. Your tank gotta kind of cycle. But being it's a beta fish, they don't really need to cycle. You can't have any ammonia in it because that's bad even for a beta fish. But being that a beta fish breathe air, it's not as important to cycle your tank as it is with any other tank. And I might get in trouble with saying that, but it's not. But what I am going to do, it's going to be cycled tomorrow. It's 2.6 gallon of water volume. When I get this up running, and I'm going to use deionized water for the water I use for my reef tank. So I'm going to take some filter media, old filter media out of one of my other freshwater tanks, and I'm going to put some in here, so it will pretty much be cycled instantly. So that should, and then with a beta fish you don't really have a big bioload, so it should pretty much be cycled instantly. Safe enough for putting a fish in tomorrow, I think, or maybe the day after, we'll see. So yeah, why don't we, well, we still have a few boxes to unbox. I just unboxed the heater. It's just a preset heater, and it can go in one of the chambers, so that's pretty cool. Doesn't take up much space. I assume this is a Fluval, yeah, a Fluval heater. And Fluval makes pretty damn good product if you ask me. They've been around for a long time. And here's another box, and it's just, oh, that's the pump actually. So it comes with a, let's see, I don't know how big it is. It's maybe 51 gallon or 20 gallon an hour, I'm not sure. I don't know what 5120 means, but that's probably what it means. So that should be enough. I might upgrade it at some point because of all of the flow comes out here. I have a 40 gallon, but we'll see. For now we're going to use all this. So, and it also came with its own lid that you just put on. Actually, it's going to go this way, like that. So yeah. And then of course I'm pretty sure this is the heater, I mean the light. Yeah, it's a very pretty weak light, so it won't be able to sustain much of plants anyway, but we're gonna use some Java fern and some Anubias, couple of them. Yeah, it is gonna have live plants in here, but we gotta create as much swimming space as possible because it's a little tank. So let me get set up here, and I think I'm gonna escape the tank right here on the table. So that's the benefit of such a small tank. You can escape it right here on the table. Hold on, I'll go get the gravel and a little bit of different stuff, and we'll be back. Before we do that, I just noticed it's a USB plug. So there's definitely not, I don't know why they did it this way instead of, maybe it's cheaper, I don't know. But yeah, you just take the, get some room here. You just take the USB plug and put in, and I guess you have for light. I guess that's the cheap way to do it. But let me go get the gravel and that, and we will do a little aquascaping. It's not going to be anything fancy. I am going to use some dragonstone. But let me go get that, and I'll be right back. We're just going to use some regular gravel. Whatever cheap stuff they had. I'm not going to use any plant stuff, because the plants we're going to put in here is not going to be in the soil anyway. They're going to be glued onto a rock or something. So yeah. So let's put this in and let's get going. Hope this fitted. It might even be too much. I'm not quite sure. No, that should probably be good. So yeah. Let's see if we can bend this down a little. I'm gonna slope up a little here, but not a lot. Like I said, there's not gonna be any plants. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be plants, but no plants in the gravel. I don't think so. So we don't need a lot, just so it looks good. So a little bag would be plenty for this. So yeah, that's the gravel. So let me go get some of the other decorations and see what we can do. I'll be back. So I got the dragonstone here. This is probably my favorite aquarium stone. When they come, they're full of mud, but if you dig out all the crevices and that, it's an amazing stone. You gotta clean it up. No, I don't think we will stand it up. I think we will. Let's see, how do you look the best? I think something like this. Just gotta have somewhere the betta fish can swim into, and I think we might just put another little piece. And that'll probably be it. We'll glue some plants onto it, and I have one right here. This is just a Java fern. Like I said, it's very low light, so I don't even know if it can sustain plants, but Java fern, and that is very hardy, so it should be just fine. So I'm going to take some from my other tanks. Light is not on yet, but this one is full of live plants, and my daughter's got a tank too I can steal a couple of plants out of, so we should be okay. So let's glue this one little plant on. Excuse me. Of course I forgot to get super glue. I have some here. I hope it's enough. We shall see, I guess. You don't need much. You just dab it onto the root, and then you pretty much just put it where you want it. Let's see how tall is this going to be. We're going to put it here. and you can't put the roots in the soil because then they'll rot. With Java fern and Anubis, they gotta be glued onto something. So yeah, and it's not a plastic plant, folks. It is a real plant. It's one of those from Petco that comes in a tube. I buy a lot of my stuff from Petco. It's really the only option I have around here, or I can order online, but it's way too cold to do that now. Well, let me go steal a couple of other plants from my daughter's tanks or my other tank and see what we can do. I'll be back. Here's an Anubis with pretty good growth from my daughter's fish tank. They're growing like crazy in there. So all you do is a little bit of super glue. Maybe a little bit more on this one. And you just find a little spot where you want it. And hold it there for a while, and you got a plant. I got this one too. I'm not sure what they're called. They're a bit different. I actually don't know what they are, but I know they're from Petco and they're growing like crazy. All my plants are from Petco. So I'll put some super glue on that too. I know all the plants I have, not many of them are in actual soil. I think I'm gonna put that here. So there you got it. We got some plants in the tank. Not too bad. And we're gonna put some water in. Plants can be out of water for a while. Doesn't matter. Actually, most plants grow out of water and then they get converted to water. So, oh, my coffee got cold. So yeah, now we got that in. So let's put the tank in a spot where it needs to be. I'll show you in a second. I'll turn you off for a second so I can move the tank. So let's put the pump in. So it comes with this little pump, and probably fairly simple. Just gotta unwind this twist tie here. So you got the pump that goes in this way, so you pretty much just put it on like this, and it's probably a tight fit. What you can do is heat it up with some water, but it went on pretty snug. So yeah, so that just goes down in the tank. Oh, before I do that, make sure if it's done all the way up or all the way down. See how there's a plus and minus? It's all the way up, so actually I wonder if I should put it like this, or I should turn it a little. Let's try and turn it a little. Yeah, there's more room that way. So the pump is pretty much just hanging down there. Actually it is touching, so I hope we don't get any vibration, but if we do, I guess we'll do something about it. So yeah, so you got your little pre-filter sponge. It runs down to the pump and then it gets circulated out. So I guess we'll see. Oh, actually it's the different way, isn't it? The water's getting pulled in over there. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Because the water gets pulled into the pump and will spray out there, so it is the opposite. So the water's getting pulled in all the way from all these slots. So okay, that's cool, I guess. And then it goes to the filter material, gets this to this pump, and then come out right here. So that's different too though. So we'll see if the beta, they tend to like to get stuck on the slots. I have another tank. I had to put a sponge in front of here because the betta fish kept resting out of it and the fins would get sucked into the holes. It would swim away, but I was still nervous that it would get stuck. So yeah, it's totally opposite of what I said. The water goes in over there in the side and then it comes out here. So it's normally you would have to pump over on this side on any all-in-one tank. It's just opposite. That's okay. And then it runs to a sponge before it gets out, so that's probably to catch air bubbles, I would think. So that makes sense. So we might as well put the little heater in too. So let's see where we're going to put that. Got another twist tie here. I hate these twist ties. I don't see a bracket for the light. Oh, wait a minute, it might be on it. So, I assume it's a submersible heater fully, so we're going to go as deep as we can with it. That way, it's all the way down in case it runs low on water. I angled it a little bit, but that's okay. So now the heater's in, the pump is in, and then you got the light, which is, let's see, oh, it's just a squeezy me thingy here. Let's hope we don't break the bracket. So it just sits like that, and I guess it got a little switch up top. We might put it on a timer actually, so we might actually get another light too, who knows. You can get they have a little bit stronger light, but that's probably okay for now. I don't know, betta fish don't care about light anyway, but so yeah, as you can see, it will have plenty of swimming room. Yeah, I know you say it should have 5 gallons, but it'll be fine. So I'm going to set the tank up, show you what I'm going to use for my media. I'm going to use the sponge for now, but later I won't use all what they gave me, so I won't use carbon. Oh well, from right now, since I have it. So I'm going to put the tank in its place, pull the filter material in, fill it with water and start it up. I'll be back. So this is where she's going to be sitting, right next to all my bottles collection. It's a bit of both worlds, both of my passions. So bottle hunting, aquariums, metal detecting, magnet fishing. So well, let's get some water in this one and start it up, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the filter material. I'll be back. So out of this tank we're going to steal 3 balls. Full of bacteria, beneficial bacteria, and we could put 3 in. So we're swabbing them. They're floating, that's all right. There you go. So we're going to put this one on, and we got 3 here, and they're heavy. So we're going to take the sponge, and what I'm going to do is, let's see if we can do this. I'm going to put these balls in there. You get the idea. Let me turn you off for a second and I'll get back. So I actually had to move the heater because it couldn't go in the chamber where the sponge is, of course. So sponge is in there with the 3 used media with the bacteria, and the carbon is in the bottom. So I had to move the heater. So let's fill this puppy. I'll be back. So she should be ready to rock and roll, filled with water. Let's turn her on, see what happens. I didn't really see much happening. I can hear her run. Well, I don't have the light on yet, but oh yeah, I see some water movement. It's not much at all, but I guess it's enough. Let's put the light on here and see if it works. There you go. So there she is. Just a little aquascaping. Not too bad, actually, I think. So we're gonna have a betta fish in here. And I know you all say, no, that's not enough room. There's plenty of room for one. It's a lot better than the small cups they sit in. So yeah, I'll get the fish tomorrow. This will be cycled by tomorrow, so I'm not adding prime or anything because I used the ionized water or RO water, so this should be fine. So, oh, I have another thing I gotta show you. Hold on. So here we are 36 hours later, and the tank should be cycled. I went and got the fish today. I also got some almond leaves. I'm gonna put an almond leaf in there, and I also got this dark water almond leaf extract. I put some in. So hopefully he'll be a happy camper. They didn't have a big selection. I chose the half moon king male. We'll see how he does. He does have a little few bruises, so, but it's a Petco rescue, I guess. So let's get him in there. How I get my fish in, I just grab him. Let's see if I can get him out of there. Well, maybe not. There we go. I just put him in my hand and then go. And then he goes. And hopefully he'll be okay. The water is 79 degrees. He's been acclimating for about 45 minutes or so to an hour. So let's hope he's going to be good. He's going down to the bottom right now, so hopefully he'll be fine. I'll get back later when he's swimming around. I'll see you in a little while. There he is swimming around, so as you can see he's okay. So go get yourself a betta tank for your office. Doesn't have to be that big, and you should all have a fun aquarium experience. If you like this kind of content, press subscribe and like, and I'll be back later. Bye.